Greetings. Hi, I'm Dr. Walter Jacobson, a board certified psychiatrist. The key to dealing with panic attacks is to try to stop it before it starts, to recognize that the panic is starting to brew. You can feel a little jangle inside of you. You can feel a little anxiety in your head, in your body. And if you're thinking about something uncomfortable, something that's provoking the anxiety, then that's the time to stop it. That's the time to switch gears. It's difficult, but it can be done. But that's the time. So if you are thinking about something, usually it has to do with the future, worrying about some kind of catastrophic fear in the future. That may not happen, but it might happen. But you're thinking about it now, even though it hasn't happened and doesn't look like it's in the immediate future going to happen. But you get caught up in the imagery, in the thinking about, as if it's happening now, this future event, and it's like, and the panic, it's so real, and and the panic builds, and then if you do nothing, it's going to turn into, and keep thinking about the fear of that future moment. You're going to have a full-blown panic attack, and be very miserable, and be having a big problem, and have to get it treated in one way or another. But if you nip it in the bud, if you recognize that you're having a fear thought about the future, let's say it could be, that you're going to one day be old and all alone and in a nursing home and have nobody, and you're going to be in pain, and it's going to be terrible. You're going to be a prisoner on the planet, and it's going to be awful. And you start thinking about that, and you can feel the anxiety and the panic, and you're starting to freak out. That's the time to stop. As soon as you feel the jangle, as soon as you feel the anxiety, you need to stop thinking about that thought. You tell yourself, right, it's not, I'm not on my deathbed now. I'm not in the nursing home now. That may happen. I'll deal with it then. Right now, it's not happening. So I'm not going to think about it. And then, boom, you got to just insist on suppressing the thought, and insist on not thinking about it any further. And then, get your mind wrapped around something else. And if you do it, if the timing is good, if you do it before the panic is spiraling and escalating you into the ozone, you catch it down here, just at that time, that where you have the control, the mental control, the capacity to disengage from that thought, from that fear imagery you're constructing, that daydream of nightmare, of a future nightmare you're constructing at that moment. As soon as it starts to brew, you cut it off, you distract, you go someplace else. You don't indulge that fantasy thought. You can avoid panic attacks and be okay. All right, that is one way to go. Hope it helps. Take care. Peace be with you. See you next time.